Good morning, beautiful people of the earth. Today, I'm going to show you guys some things. I know not a lot of people have been trying to find a reason in their head to dismiss what some people call conspiracy theories. Because to acknowledge that these theories are not theories, to acknowledge that there has been a mass amount of treason, deception, and cover-up in this country is hurtful. It's disappointing. It's morally outraging. And I think for some of us, it's a matter of pride to know that we were duped, we were deceived. To know that some very powerful people in some very high places made some very poor decisions when we weren't paying attention. The fact of the matter is that it happened, and that it's real. And you need to know that. I don't make these videos in an attempt to push my beliefs on anyone else. This is not a belief. This is fact. The New World Order is real, and it's going somewhere. As a member of the human population who cares about other humans, I have no choice but to warn you. So, today we're going to keep it light. I'm not going to talk about lots of other things that we're going to talk about in a later video. New information that I've discovered that's even more daunting than the information I'm already aware of. We're going to start with the small stuff. I am going to show you the proof that the United States is indeed a federal corporation. And I'm going to show you a law that highly suggests that this corporation belongs to the British Crown. And that this treason that was committed against the people was done in order to pay a debt to the British government. I'm going to show you guys the proof. This is no longer a conspiracy theory. You have to get past that. It's not conspiracy theory anymore. Okay? So let's start with Title 28 of the United States Code. This is the government publishing office. Not going to go to Cornell law page. A lot of the media outlets are trying to accuse Cornell of lying or posting incorrect information. It's 100% false. You can double check anything they post against the actual United States Code directly from the government publishing office, and you will notice that it says the exact same thing. I wish they would get off Cornell. Cornell is not lying. One of the few law establishments out there that's trying to subtly throw the truth at you. The rest of them are mostly, for the most part of the cover-up, and they're covering things up to lie to you. Like Southern Poverty Law Institution, or whatever they're called, they're liars. Anyone who says the United States is not a corporation is a liar. Unless they truly just don't know. For the most part, they're lying. I'm about to show you. We're going to go to Title 18, Section 3002. I could have pulled this up beforehand, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is real. I am getting this from the most reputable source there could ever be, the government themselves. Now my computer's spazzing out. Isn't that strange? Alright. Are we there yet? No, we're still far down. And I just want to say, I know that this stuff is scary, but you really need to keep in mind that you ignoring it because you're too proud to acknowledge it or too scared to acknowledge it is not going to change the fact that it's happening. People are going to find out about this. People continually find out about this at a faster and faster rate every day. People are going to resist, and the resistance is going to cause a war. Point blank, period. It's just a matter of time, of how long it's going to take. They're not just going to give up their power. They never have. They didn't just give it up when we won the Revolutionary War. That's another story for another day. The United States has not been free. The evidence would say ever. But like I said, that's another story for another day. Okay, United States Code, Section 3002 of Title 18. Let's tell you, Section 3002. Okay, we're going to scroll down. Definition of the word person. The government and the president tries to tell you people are not corporations. People are not corporations, but persons are. You use those words interchangeably because you think they mean the same thing, but according to the U.S. Code, they don't. Person includes a natural person, a corporation, a partnership, an unincorporated association, a trust, an estate, or any other public or private entity, including a state or local government or Indian tribe. Person means whatever the hell they want it to mean. Alright, let's go. Oh, stop doing that, please. Jesus Lord. I done lost my place again. Alright. Oh, my computer wants to spaz out today. Alright, United States. This is Title 18, subsection 3002. Definition 15. United States means a federal corporation. A federal corporation. Let's go to the Library of Congress website. Search online catalog. Federal corporation, right? Another thing I want to show you guys, Title 18 of the U.S. Code. Before we get to the Library of Congress. Title 18 of the U.S. Code. Section 7, fall under crimes. Let's open that PDF. Hello, crimes. Now you guys have been hearing about the maritime law jurisdiction. Oh, that only applies to naval ships. Incorrect. Why don't you read the law for yourself instead of listening to the media who's lying to you? This is how they get us, because you will not read. That's how they keep you enslaved, because you will not read. You will not educate yourself. Because you have confused obedience with patriotism. If the government is against the people, your job as a patriot is to stand against the government. If you do not understand that, you do not understand patriotism whatsoever. Section 7, Title 18 of the U.S. Code. Special maritime and territorial jurisdiction in the United States. Defined. The term special maritime and territorial jurisdiction in the United States, as used in this title, includes the high seas and any other waters within the admiralty and maritime jurisdiction of the United States and out of the jurisdiction of any particular state, and any vessel belonging in whole or in part to the United States or any citizen thereof, or to any corporation created by or under the laws of the United States or any state, territory, district, or possession thereof, when such vessel is within the admiralty and maritime jurisdiction of the United States and out of the jurisdiction of any particular state. So as you learned about the Constitution in school, I know that you learned that the states have their own rights and they have the right to govern themselves within the state law. That right has been taken away from us. Okay? By doing some word trickery that has placed us all in maritime jurisdiction. It says, oh, any vessel on the water. That makes sense. Maritime law, water law. Yeah, no. Read Section 2. Any vessel registered, licensed, or enrolled under the laws of the United States. Okay. What do you think your birth certificate is? It's a registration receipt of your biological property. I can prove that too, but that's another conversation for another day. Okay. It also says right here, Section 3. any lands reserved or acquired for the use of the United States and under the exclusive or concurrent jurisdiction thereof, or any place purchased or otherwise acquired by the United States by consent of the legislature in the state in which the name shall be for the erection of a fort, magazine, arsenal, dockyard, or other needful building. So now land falls under maritime jurisdiction. And islands fall under maritime jurisdiction. Aircraft, vehicle, any vehicle used or designated for flight. Okay, flight vehicles, those planes. Any place outside of the jurisdiction of any nation with respect to an offense by or against a national of the United States. Okay, so that's a lot of different things. If we live in land, any lands reserved or acquired for the use of the United States not own the state of California, which is also a corporation. Does the United States not own the state of California? They do. Therefore, the state of California is in maritime jurisdiction. That simple. Let's move on. Library of Congress. Let's look at the statutes at large. Now I'm going to show you the Act, the Organic Act of 1871. Sold this country to the British government. Don't believe me? Wait a second. I don't know how to navigate this website, so we're just gonna go search it. And we're gonna have DuckDuckGo find it for me. So I don't have time for this nonsense. Statutes at large. There we go. Still the same website, guys. Library of Congress, LOC.gov. Government website. Don't tell me it's conspiracy theory. Here it is. Okay. 41st Congress. 41st? Really? Am I that trippy today? It was the 41st? I could have sworn it was the 73rd. Okay, I'm tripping. Oh, no. 41st Congress. Wow, I just made myself look like a dumbass. Yep, that's getting deleted. Alright. Session 3. This one should have like 305 chapters in it. 305, I think. Look at that, 305. Session 3. Chapter 65, either 64 or 65. Why is it not here? 61 or 62. I'm way off today. The Act to provide a government for the District of Columbia. Here we go. Right. This is the Act. So for the news outlets that are accusing people of putting false documents on the internet, as you can see, this is exactly the same document. Exactly the same. No one's putting false information out there except for the goddamn government. Exactly the same. You can see it's exactly the same. Okay? Let's read this. For expenses under the Neutrality Act, $20,000. For expenses incurred under instructions of the Secretary of State of bringing home foreign countries persons charged with crimes and expenses incident thereto, including loss by exchange, $5,000. Excuse me. For relief and protection of American seamen in foreign countries for $100,000. Pooh, I got the burps today. For expenses which may be incurred in acknowledging the services of masters and crews and foreign vessels in rescuing American citizens from shipwreck, $5,000. For payment of the 7th annual installment of the proportion contributed by the United States toward the capitalization of the Shelt dues, $55,584. For due and for further sum not exceeding $5,000 as may be necessary to carry out the stipulations of the treaty between the United States and Belgium. I've been hearing about that treaty lately. I'm going to have to look into that because I want to know what that's about. Anyway, this is the important part right here. To pay the government of Great Britain. What? I thought we were independent from them. Lies. To pay the government of Great Britain and Ireland the second and last installment of the amount awarded by the commissioners under the Treaty of July 1, 1863, in satisfaction of the claims of the Hudson Bay and the Puget Sound Agricultural Company, $325,000 in gold coin, provided that before payment shall be made of that portion of the above sum awarded to the Puget Sound Agricultural Company, all taxes legally assessed upon any of the property of said company covered by said award before the same was made and still unpaid shall be extinguished by said Puget Sound Agricultural Company, or the amount of such taxes shall be withheld by the government of the United States from the sum hereby appropriated. The amount of such taxes shall be withheld by the government of the United States. You want to know why you got to pay taxes? Because we owe Great Britain. That's why. I thought we were free from them. Lies. Be it enacted by the United States, by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled, that all parts of the territory of the United States included within the limits of the District of Columbia, and the same is hereby created into a government by the name of the District of Columbia, by which name it is hereby constituted a body corporate for municipal purposes, and may contract and be contracted with, sue and be sued, plead and be impleaded, have a seal and exercise all powers of a municipal corporation, not inconsistent with the Constitution and laws of the United States and the provisions of this act. Tongue-tied, excuse me. The United States is a corporation. I hate to tell ya, it's a corporation. There's the proof right there. We created a government, a corporate government located in Washington, D.C. to repay a debt to the British government. And if you still think that Britain doesn't own us, the proof is right there in black and white, right in front of your face. Hate to break it to you. We're slaves. Alright? Now what? What was I going to show you after this? I don't quite remember. Give me a second. To pay Great Britain. Oh, right. DC code. Alright. DC code 9-307. Section H. Location of United States. The United States is located in the District of Columbia. What? How can that be? DC is just one part of the United States. No, it's not. DC is 100% completely sovereign. 100%. As is the City of London, as is the Vatican. Those are the only three places in the world that are 100% sovereign. Washington, D.C., the City of London Incorporated, and the Vatican. Ask yourself why. The United States is located in the District of Columbia. Why? Because the United States is not a country. It's a corporation. It's a business that is located at the White House. Doi. I don't know what title it's in. That's messed up. Can't I just search it? Search. Maybe if I search location of debtor, it might give it to me. Location of debtor. Oh, I try to give you guys the best sources. I've seen it on here before, but I didn't screenshot it. I should have screenshotted it. Oh, that's interesting. Physician means a person licensed under the United States, under the laws of the District of Columbia, to practice medicine. That's how they ran natural medicine out of the woods. But this quack medicine they call Western medicine, they've got you thinking that anything that's not Western medicine is quack medicine. Ask yourself this. We got all kinds of technology and all kinds of medicines, and yet the disease that plagues the human population continues to go up. Why is that? Because that shit is not medicine, and that's why. I hate to break it to you. 9-306. Oh, there it is. Location of debtor. How can I get to it? Article 9. Okay. 289-307. Location of debtor. H. Oh, there it is. United States is located in the District of Columbia. The United States is a corporation and is owned by the British Royal Crown. And is owned by the City of London, which is one of the 3 great city-states in this entire world. This is a giant conspiracy. I know it's hard to believe. But listen, it gets worse. It gets much, much, much worse. And you should be concerned. You should be concerned. You should start looking into conspiracy theories. You should ask yourself who killed President Garfield, and President Lincoln, and President Kennedy, and Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X, and Tupac Shakur, and you should ask yourself, coincidence? All of them? No, 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 not a coincidence. Okay, I'm not going to blabber on. I've blabbered enough. There's the proof. The United States is a corporation. Please, 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 for the love of God, wake the hell up.